In a move sending shockwaves through the global financial system, Saudi Arabia has announced its intention to move away from the US dollar for certain oil transactions. This decision marks a significant shift in the kingdom's economic policy, one with far-reaching implications for the future of global finance. For decades, the US dollar has reigned supreme as the world's reserve currency, underpinning international trade and investment. Saudi Arabia, as the world's largest oil exporter, has played a pivotal role in maintaining this dominance. The petrodollar system, as it's known, has been a cornerstone of the global economic order. Now, with its decision to explore alternatives to the dollar, Saudi Arabia is signaling a potential turning point in this established order. The kingdom's move has sparked intense speculation and debate about its motivations and the potential consequences. Some analysts view it as a strategic move to diversify the kingdom's economic relationships and reduce its dependence on the US. Others see it as a sign of growing dissatisfaction with the current global financial system, particularly in light of recent geopolitical tensions. Regardless of the reasons behind it, Saudi Arabia's decision is a clear indication that the landscape of global finance is undergoing a profound transformation. Central to Saudi Arabia's decision is its exploration of alternative payment systems, with a particular focus on a platform known as mBridge. Developed by a consortium of central banks, including those of China, Hong Kong, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates, mBridge represents a new generation of financial technology. mBridge, short for Multiple CBDC Bridge, is a platform designed to facilitate cross-border payments using central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. CBDCs are digital versions of a country's fiat currency, issued and backed by its central bank. Unlike cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which are decentralized and operate independently of central banks, CBDCs are directly controlled by governments. The mBridge project aims to create a more efficient and cost-effective system for cross-border transactions. By leveraging blockchain technology, mBridge promises to reduce transaction times and costs while enhancing security and transparency. From an economic perspective, Saudi Arabia's interest in mBridge and CBDCs is driven by several factors. First and foremost, the kingdom recognizes the potential of these technologies to modernize its financial system and enhance its competitiveness in the global economy. As the world becomes increasingly digital, traditional payment systems are struggling to keep pace. Cross-border transactions in particular can be slow, expensive, and opaque. CBDCs, with their ability to facilitate faster, cheaper, and more transparent transactions, offer a compelling alternative. For Saudi Arabia, a country heavily reliant on oil exports, adopting a more efficient payment system could translate into significant cost savings and increased revenue. Moreover, by embracing CBDCs, Saudi Arabia aims to position itself at the forefront of financial innovation, attracting investment and fostering economic growth. Beyond the economic rationale, Saudi Arabia's decision to explore alternatives to the US dollar is also deeply intertwined with political considerations. The move can be seen as part of a broader strategy to reduce the kingdom's dependence on the United States and assert its autonomy on the global stage. The relationship between Saudi Arabia and the United States, while historically close, has become increasingly strained in recent years. Disagreements over issues such as the Iranian nuclear deal, the war in Yemen, and human rights have created friction between the two allies. By signaling its willingness to move away from the US dollar, Saudi Arabia is sending a clear message that it is no longer content to be beholden to US economic policy. The kingdom is actively seeking to diversify its partnerships and build stronger ties with other global powers, particularly China. Section 5. Ripples in the global pond: how mBridge could reshape finance. Saudi Arabia's potential adoption of mBridge and CBDCs has the potential to send ripples throughout the global financial system. As a major player in the global economy, the kingdom's actions carry significant weight and could influence other countries to follow suit. If more countries were to adopt CBDCs and platforms like mBridge, it could lead to a fragmentation of the global financial system, with different currency blocks emerging. This could challenge the dominance of the US dollar and reshape the geopolitical landscape. The rise of CBDCs also raises questions about the role of traditional financial institutions. Central banks could potentially play a more direct role in cross-border payments and settlements, potentially disintermediating commercial banks. Section 6, a strained partnership, the impact on US-Saudi relations. The potential ramifications of Saudi Arabia's move on its relationship with the United States are significant. The US dollar's status as the world's reserve currency has long been a source of American economic and political power. Should Saudi Arabia and other countries move away from the dollar, it could erode this power, potentially diminishing the US's influence on the global stage. This prospect has raised concerns in Washington, prompting discussions about how to maintain the dollar's dominance. Some analysts believe that the US needs to accelerate its own efforts to develop a digital dollar to remain competitive. Others argue that the US should focus on strengthening its economic and political alliances to counter the growing influence of China and other rivals. Section 7, building new bridges, Saudi Arabia's evolving global ties. As Saudi Arabia explores alternatives to the US dollar, it is simultaneously strengthening its ties with other global powers, most notably China. China has emerged as a key economic partner for Saudi Arabia in recent years, with trade between the two countries growing rapidly. China is also a leading advocate for CBDCs and is making significant progress in developing its own digital yuan. The prospect of Saudi Arabia adopting mBridge, a platform backed by China's central bank, has fueled speculation that the two countries are seeking to reduce their reliance on the US dollar for bilateral trade. Beyond China, Saudi Arabia is also deepening its engagement with other Asian powers, such as India and Japan, as well as countries in the Middle East and Africa. This diversification of partnerships reflects Saudi Arabia's ambition to position itself as a truly global player. Section 8, the future of finance, navigating the uncertainties of a digital world. The global financial system is at a crossroads. The rise of digital currencies, blockchain technology, and platforms like mBridge is challenging the established order and creating both opportunities and uncertainties. For Saudi Arabia, the decision to explore alternatives to the US dollar is a bold bet on the future of finance. The kingdom is seeking to leverage these emerging technologies to enhance its economic competitiveness, assert its independence, and shape the evolving global order. The outcome of this gamble remains to be seen. The adoption of CBDCs and platforms like mBridge is still in its early stages, and many challenges remain. Technical hurdles, regulatory uncertainties, and geopolitical tensions could all hinder the widespread adoption of these technologies. Section 9, a new dawn for the kingdom, embracing innovation and shaping the future. Saudi Arabia's exploration of mBridge and CBDCs is just one aspect of a broader transformation underway in the kingdom. Under the leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia is embarking on an ambitious program of economic and social reforms known as Vision 2030. Central to Vision 2030 is the goal of diversifying the Saudi economy away from its dependence on oil and developing new sectors such as technology, tourism, and renewable energy. Embracing digital innovation, including in the financial sector, is seen as key to achieving this goal. By positioning itself at the forefront of the digital revolution, Saudi Arabia aims to attract foreign investment, create jobs, and secure its place as a leading economic power in the 21st century. Section 10. Conclusion, a transformative moment in global finance. Saudi Arabia's potential shift away from the US dollar for certain oil transactions represents a pivotal moment in global finance. The kingdom's exploration of mBridge and CBDCs reflects a broader trend of countries seeking to reduce their dependence on the US dollar and embrace new technologies. The outcome of these developments remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The landscape of global finance is undergoing a profound transformation. The rise of digital currencies, blockchain technology, and platforms like mBridge has the potential to reshape the global economic order and redefine the balance of power. As the world navigates this uncharted territory, one thing is certain: the future of finance is digital. And Saudi Arabia is determined to be at the forefront of this revolution.
So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's turn the page on a new adventure together. Get ready to experience books like never before. Only on VBook 360. Like, comment, and share to support the channel and keep the video magic alive. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, every video has a story, and every story deserves to be shared. See you in the next video.